Hey everyone, Ivy League Gaming here, and today we're playing Eternal Evolution. For today's video, we have patch notes, a new character, and I'll update you as to why I've been posting less. Alright, so before we get into the patch notes, I'll try to quickly update you on what's up with me and my content, my channel, all that stuff. So if you've been following me through Twitch or my other channels or my Discord, you know that, well, since I quit playing Raid Shadow Legends back in December, one game that I've been kind of waiting on has been Honkai Star Rail. I finally ended up making a separation in my YouTube channels from the other main one to this new one, and now this became my Anime Gacha channel, which is also now, well, just Honkai Star Rail. I changed the title to because it makes the most sense. I'm probably going to get rid of the Higan and Eversoul logos even in my title and add all Honkai Star Rail characters here just to make it clear. We're also going to have some random Genshin reaction videos, but it's live today. You could be playing it right now. I will be playing it very soon. After this video goes live, I will be going live on this YouTube channel, so I'm going to do my first 2 hours of gameplay on YouTube, and then I'm going to switch to Twitch for like 7-8 hours more of gameplay, and I'm really excited for that. It's going to be fun. I'm going to play it chill and have some fun, watch the story again, we kind of have to anyway, and see what we get. I'm super curious to see what I'm going to pull, but this game has been kind of one of the ones I've been very curious about for a long time, since I heard about it last year. And it's here, so I did get into the closed beta back in February, but then of course that went away, but now it's global, and I want this game to be my focus, at least as long as it holds interest, as long as viewership stays okay, as long as, and more importantly, as long as I continue to like it. And I really had a good time playing it during the beta, so I'm looking forward to it. I do have another channel, of course, here for my other games, but this is going to be Dragonair focused as soon as Dragonair actually goes global, but I have been posting videos. I mean, this is like a true raid competitor, so that will be the focus of this channel as well. I will be getting beta access again soon, so that's not going to be going anywhere either, but these are more like main games, right? So for me, Eternal Evolution has always been a side game. I never wanted it to become a main game. I don't want it to be a game that I have open for 2, 3, 4 or more hours a day. That's just not what I wanted out of this game. I played it originally because it was so easy and chill to do the dailies, to do the basic stuff every day, and the graphics were really cool. I love the way they've designed the characters. And I thought the developers just seemed very good to communicate with, or the staff, I should say. And yeah, I've just had a really good experience with Eternal Evolution overall. So I kept playing it. I mean, I've been playing this since July, guys. July. Not quite a year, but getting pretty close. And to be honest, I think it's just losing a little bit of interest for me, as you guys can tell by my lack of posting. I mean, to be fair, whether interest or not, it's more so that's also a problem. It really hates BlueStacks these days. I've gone in phases where it's great, but other times not so much. It just becomes really laggy, even on my phone sometimes. Anyway, I have been losing a little interest, and that's just the truth. It's not that it's not an amazing game. I still, if people had asked me like what's the best idle RPG out there? What should I play if I don't want to play Raid? And I don't like those anime games, I would 100% still say Eternal Evolution is probably the best game out there regarding, like, this, if it would play on my screen. Yeah. BlueStacks hates it lately. I've had no luck switching my settings. Pause. Let's just get this guy on the screen because we're going to talk about him anyway. But yeah, I really, really do think Eternal Evolution is still an amazing game. I think they have such good graphics. They put such good work into stuff like this, like these character demos, the designs of the character. Look how amazing he looks. He looks so freaking cool, am I right? Look at that assassin. So cool. I'm really looking forward to seeing this character. But yeah, I am still enjoying the game. It's just, I don't honestly know how much time I'm gonna have for it, for content. I'm not quitting it per se, right now at least, but it's possible. I'm just being honest. It's always been a side game for me, and the more and more they add, the more and more I don't have time for it. I never wanted it, like I said, I never wanted it to be the game that I play for that long every single day or have always open on my screen. It's not, this isn't supposed to be an idle RPG, but it's starting to get too much, and it's not what I want out of it. If I want a side game, I would rather play something that's, you know, perfectly okay to log into for 5 minutes, 10 minutes, 15 minutes a day at the most. Close it if you don't feel like progressing that day. But this game's kind of lost that, like, just do your dailies and quit, and that's all you really need to do kind of vibe. I like to progress when I feel like it, but I don't want this kind of a game to be multi-hours of my day. And unfortunately, it really has become that a lot. But some people, this is the only game you play, or the main game you play, and that's great for those people. But for me, it's just never been that. It's always been a side thing that I just truly enjoy because it's a great game. So that's kind of where I'm at with my thoughts of Eternal Evolution. I am kind of down on it right now because of the way they've been doing some of the events and stuff. Like the Hero Rally is terrible. They changed it to try to sync it up so it's fair for everybody, or whatever, to have the servers all synced for the events to happen at the same time. But really, all they did is make it so we can't have a day one of a new hero coming out. We should be excited. But if you want to pull for multiple copies, like more than pulling 60, if you want to pull a lot more limiteds and do a Hero Rally event, you can't for a whole week. Who wants to wait a whole week when a new character's out? I mean, you can, but most people won't. We're impatient. And as a content creator, if I was going to make a video on this guy, I'm going to want to max him out and pull multiple copies of him. So it kind of just defeats the purpose of them resyncing the Hero Rally events, and I really hope they'll change it so that the Hero Rally events start with a new character, not the second week of it. That's just a really big negative for me right now, and it's not helping me enjoy the game at the moment. But I really am going to go hard on Honkai Star Rail, guys. Bear with me. I hope you'll check it out with me if you do like that kind of anime vibe. It's a wonderful game and a lot of fun. But I'm still going to try to see if I can keep up with Eternal Evolution on the side. I am quitting most of the games I'm playing, so I have full focus on Honkai Star Rail, just being honest. It's just what I'm trying to do. And I like it. I like the new and shiny. It's only logical after playing a game for almost a year that I might be more interested in what's new and exciting than what I've been playing for a year. So just a logical progression of interest, I think. So my interest is fading, but it doesn't mean I don't think it's an amazing game still. Just to be clear, I still absolutely think this game is top notch. So I'm going to very quickly go through the updates today, because I blabbered a lot, but I appreciate you guys hanging out with me and listening to my updates. I just want to keep you guys, I want to be honest, I don't know if I'm going to be posting very often for this for a while. I think I'm going to be taking a little bit of a step back, and that's just is what it is. And I'm going to try to post weekly for the patch notes, and that could be our time to check in, but I might not post much more than the weekly patch notes. So keep an eye out for me. I'm still here for now and yeah, I still have 3 other YouTube channels I'm trying to post for as well. So busy bee. All right, so we have this new hero coming out here. This is a really cool assassin hero, am I right? Oh my goodness, I love him. I'm not going to read through all the details, but I have had it up on the screen so you guys could. He is a SSS level Terran hero called Dominic, the Night Ninja. He'll be available in our new version. He's, let's see, yeah, Terran assassin, just like they said. Characteristics, they say invisibility and haste and pursuit. So I'm very curious to see if he's going to bring us some big damage to help with our Gabal, Rickert, Bailey teams for those Atlas Whale and some other content. I'm really hoping that we can bump up our damage now. I mean, we all had so much fun with Nord when it was sort of bugged with Gabal, but it'd be nice to get a little bit of that damage back with a new hero instead of using someone like Rakana or Randall, or in addition to Rakana and Randall, or one of them, having him be added to the mix. So I'm really hoping this will help people boost a little bit of damage for Atlas Whale at the very least, or some of the bosses like the new ones or Terran, that it's nice to have a full assassin team. He looks really cool though. I'm excited. All right, let's get to the rest of the patch notes though. We have updates, of course. Like I said, this is going to be, all right, new hero is him. And we're also going to have Vegnus, the Battle Custodian, the Elite Atlas tank hero. I believe that one is the one to go along with Rise of Heroes or something. Or what is it? Yeah, Rise of Heroes, Rise of Heroes. So let me go ahead and grab that video up for us. Why the hell not? This fella here. This is going to be a non-triple S hero that we are getting with, with Rise of Heroes. We had the fragments last time, but this time we're bringing us a new hero, which is great. I love that they do that through Rise of Heroes. It's always been one of the best events that's free-to-play friendly, that allows literally anyone playing for more than a week can 100% get a copy fully, at least to, well, Immortal 0 level, no problem at all. If you've been playing for a week and actively playing, you should have no trouble getting everything you need, doing, and then getting up to Hell at the max, at least. I should say more than a week. If you're on your second Rise of Heroes, you can do Hell and you could absolutely get this guy to Immortal 0. If you're not doing Hell and you're only doing Hard for the boss for Rise of Heroes, you're probably able to still get him almost like a couple steps away, but just in Legendary, and then hopefully you can get a couple more copies later. All right, and on to the rest of the patch notes. So we have new events and optimizations. So we have the limited recruitment will come for Dominic, Sorietta, and Hercules. Along with that, some servers will get Pandemonium, Mafiro, and Rakana. If there's any lesson learned, I know you can get by without Pandemonium in Twilight, but he really does help, and I think he's a great hero and super fun, great in arena as well, and he's unique. I like him. I'm a fan of Pandemonium. If you didn't get a copy of him before, well, you can now. We're also going to have Jamuzo's Bell back, which will feature Dominic, Pandemonium, and Universal Crystals. We're going to have Details Gathering back, and the rewards will be Kalaza, Rusted Gear, Diamonds, and Mythic Runes. It's also going to be switching to the Project Premium Development. Will open on some servers. The rewards are changed to Dominant copies, with the highest reward being Northeon. So that was the former military expansion. Like I said, very unfortunately, we're not getting a Hero Rally event at the start of a new hero, which makes literally no sense to me in my brain. No idea why they would have planned it that way. There's no logic. They better fix it or people aren't going to be happy. It's so silly and so simple. I don't know how they planned it that way. Anyway, Rise of Heroes again coming with Vegnus, as we just showed, and then Elite Chapters coming back as well with Pandemonium. Oh, all right, so everybody could at least get a copy of Pandemonium. So if you're sitting around with some Dean hybrids and you don't need to worry about getting dupes, or you just want to pull one copy of him there and then grab another copy from Elite Chapter, you can definitely do that. Nice. Keep in mind, Elite Chapter, you can only do enough to have one copy of the hero, not both unless you saved from the last round. Game content adjustments and optimizations. There are 3 new Epic Divine prototypes. Thorn Shield. Vanguard heroes distribute 35% of damage taken over the next 8 seconds. 2 Equalizer. Summoner heroes distribute 20% of the damage taken to their summoned creatures. An Overlord Sash. At the beginning of the fight, assassin heroes reduce the damage taken by 50%. This effect gradually decreases over 25 seconds down to 0. Ooh, I love that. I really love that. So this is exactly what we needed. Like, having to rely on people getting Mythic Divine prototypes from the highest ends of events is really hard and a bit discouraging for players. It would be really great to have these lower level, just epic ones. Hopefully you can farm them from Terran or something? I hope. Doesn't say where we get them yet. Maybe they'll say it later. Yeah, Terran. EX levels of Terran. Oh, EX levels of Terran they're talking about. Okay, let's get there. So we added 2 new items, Universal Crystal and Universal Crystal Shard. So that's what that meant earlier. Universal Crystal can be used as enhancement materials for divine prototypes, including epic divine prototypes. Universal Crystal Shard acquires 60 shards to combine 1 Universal Crystal. Okay. So, it's like a duplicate? Getting a duplicate of one you need? I mean, if it's epics, most of us that have played a long time have literally everything, and then we're just sitting on hundreds of extras of prototypes that we can't use, so I don't know if there's an answer for that. I hope so soon, if not, because it's kind of silly too. Alright, we added EX levels to the Terradome. Some new rewards, including the Epic Divine prototypes, as they mentioned, and the Universal Crystal Shards, as expected. The circle effects at all EX levels of Terradome is enhanced. Charging skills are blocked from entering the circle, while the teleportation skills are not. Okay, interesting. In order to distinguish the charge effect from teleportation effect, the skill description of some heroes are optimized. The heroes whose skills have a charge effect are Leo, Guan Yu, Kree, Arthas, Amesh, Taylor, Northeon, Rez, Fang, and Muka. The heroes who have teleportation effects are Rickert, Randall, Bailey, Rakana, Nibella, and Dominic. Well, what about, like, the only 2 that we use that they didn't even... Oh, no, Taylor is mentioned. Oh, that's considered a charge effect? Really? So we can't use Taylor in Terradome for the EX levels. Which is fine. That's why they added these new assassins, right? But they're... It's still to the point where they're a little bit too much with the... Every time we add a new character, we release new content where you must use said new character. That power creep is weird, and I'm constantly hearing complaints about that too. I just feel like maybe that's part of me starting to feel mad about this game, is they have been making some weird decisions. Even though they're trying their best, I know they are, I know they have good intention. I've had nothing but good dealings with the staff. But man, I don't know, they just, some of the decisions made, it's like, I don't think most of these people, and whenever I played a game, I feel like these people don't play their own games to know how it's going to affect people. Everyone needs to play the games they work for, I swear. To have actually emotional investment in it, to understand what we go through and why we get upset about things. Anyway, alright, let's continue. So the skills of the heroes mentioned do not change, they're just specifying so you know which ones will work or not work for the new Terradome. And then also increase the probability of S level hero skills appearing when 0 attributes are locked in Commander Purification. Thank goodness, because that was a hot mess. I mean, the Commander Purification stuff was just all we would get is like the worst stuff possible. So hopefully we'll get some better rerolls on those commanders. I'm glad I haven't done a single one. Optimize the equipment filtering function as well. And then we have a couple bug fixes. Fixed an issue of mislabeling and Crimson Rot and Roulette of Truth set. Smelt equipment interface. Fixed an issue that heroes and the registered lineup cannot be used as Hyper Evolution materials after the guild versus guild. And fixed a display problem with Miranda's animation in the Hyper Evolution interface. Alright guys, that's all for now for today's video. I'm going to try my best to stay in the loop and play still if I can, but I am going on a little bit of vacation this weekend, and I just feel like every time I have a vacation, it's the time to really figure out which games I'm going to keep playing or not, because it's hard to keep up with stuff when life is busy. Playing multiple games is hard, and sometimes you just gotta move on, so... I don't know where I stand with Eternal Evolution for the future. Just right now I'm playing it as lightly as I can and trying to focus on Honkai Star Rail. I hope you guys understand, but I do still think Eternal Evolution is a great game, like I said as well, but I don't know. I'm just, you know, it's natural. You can't help it, right? New and shiny, new and exciting. I like that and I want that. And when it comes to the games I've quit before, like, I stopped playing Infinite Magic Raid, I stopped playing Eversoul, I stopped playing Higanarutho, like, I'll probably stop some of the other ones. I'm gonna have to stop either Everlegion or Bloodline or Eternal Evolution or all of them when I focus the bigger games. It's just the reality. And I kind of like that. I like checking out new games. I like being able to show my community new games. And I'm never gonna feel bad about quitting a game or moving on to something new and shiny, because that's realistic, that's life, and that's more relatable to people than playing the same game for 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10 years. That's just very few and far between to have a game actually hold your interest that long. But if that happens, it happens. If not, well, that's realistic, that's life, and I'm gonna accept that and have fun with it and just roll with the punches and enjoy. I want to always make sure that whatever I'm making content on, I'm genuine and I'm happy and I'm enjoying it. I don't want to force the content when I don't enjoy a game anymore. I want to make sure that I am bringing a higher level of at least entertainment. I care less about making guides sometimes, but I feel more like I'm more of an entertainer or more of a let's hang out and talk about this kind of content creator, which is why I love Twitch so much and live streaming. But yeah, speaking of which, I will be live very soon after this video is posted on that Anime Gacha channel, as I mentioned, on the Honkai Star Rail YouTube. So come hang out with me on YouTube, then I'll be going on Twitch for a while, and I'll see you guys in the next video.